My name is Amanda Reed with Reed Mobile Marketing, and today we're going to be talking about an introduction to social media marketing. Have you ever felt a little bit like this, like you're posting, tweeting, pinning, going live, building a group, and still nothing? Like you've tried it all and you're still not getting results. What we're talking about today is more than likes, because the reality is you can't take likes to the bank. What we want to cover is strategies to help you make money in your business with social media, because that's really what it's all about, using social media to help grow your business and make sales. I have to say, the way we used to unfriend people used to be a little bit simpler. There was a simpler time when we didn't have to worry about it. But today, if you're not on social media, you really are missing out. What we're going to cover is the big 6 plus 2. So if you remember in our intro to digital marketing, we talk about the big 6 in social media. So we're going to cover those 6 plus a couple more bonus thrown in. So we're going to cover Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Snapchat, and TikTok. But what I want you to understand is you don't have to be on them all. One of the things I hear from business owners the most is, I don't even know what to do. How would I ever have time to be on all of them? Like we talked about in Intro to Digital Marketing, the best way to determine which social media platforms you should focus on is the one that your customers or potential customers are hanging out on. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, in looking at the basics of each of these platforms, who's there, what types of businesses should be using them, and then some basic strategies that you should be using within each of those platforms. Now, this is not going to be super in-depth in each of the platforms. We have some other trainings and other workshops that go more in-depth on things like Facebook ads and LinkedIn, but we want you to understand the basics of social media marketing first. Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about is Facebook. Now, it goes without saying, but every business needs a Facebook page. Even if you don't really feel like your target market is on Facebook, and they may not be, you still need a Facebook page. It still has the most authority, and it improves your rankings with Google. It tells Google that you are a relevant business when you have a Facebook page. So to me, it's a non-negotiable. Every single business needs a Facebook page. So which businesses are going to be most successful on Facebook? Those that are business to business or business to consumer. Really, Facebook is kind of interesting in that it works for just about any business, but the users tend to be above 25. What you need to understand is Facebook really is pay to play now. What I mean by that is you're going to have to pay Facebook through their ads platform to really have anything your business posts get seen by anybody and to get visibility on Facebook. As I said, we have other workshops and videos that take you through how to run Facebook ads, but it is essential to understand that the times where you could just post something on Facebook as a business and everybody would see it, well, they're gone. So it is essential to pay Facebook in order to get your message seen. So what are some of the basic strategies? I recommend that you post to your Facebook page at least 3 times a week. Now, I bet you're asking me, why would I post my page 3 times a week if nobody's going to see it? You just told me that nobody's going to see it. Well, it is still a place that people go and research your business, or if they're looking for answers about your business, they oftentimes go directly to your Facebook page. So if you're posting 3 times a week, that shows people that you're keeping it updated and then oftentimes can answer questions. Second, go live. I know some people hate to get in front of the video camera and things like that, but it really is important that you go live on your page. That is a way that not only can you interact with your audience, but it will help you get more reach. Facebook really likes it when people go live. And then, as I said, run targeted ads. The great thing about Facebook is it allows you to really target exactly who you want to put your ads in front of, and use retargeting. So let me talk a little bit about retargeting ads. Facebook has what's called the Pixel. You maybe have heard about it. Basically what it is it's a little piece of code that you get from Facebook that you can then put on your website. What that does is it tells Facebook who's been to your website. If you've ever, gone to a website, say you're looking at a pair of shoes and you go to their website and all of a sudden an ad for that pair of shoes or from that website is in your Facebook newsfeed, that's exactly what they're doing. They're choosing to put ads in front of people that have already been to their website. And the way that works is someone is searching for something, goes to your website, and like I said, then you can put ads back in front of them. That really is one of the best ways to use Facebook ads and really will increase who sees you and the right people seeing you on Facebook. Okay, so number 2 is Instagram. Instagram is business to consumer and business to business as well. Really, the target age range for Instagram is 18 to 45-year-olds. Obviously, there's some people younger on there and a little bit older, but that's the majority of people that are using Instagram every day. And it's a must for brands with high visibility products or content. It's a very visual platform. So, how do we use Instagram? Stories, stories, stories. Like Instagram stories are the place that you need to be posting. You should be posting in your story multiple times per day. The Instagram stories is short, little clips, usually 15 seconds long. They can be static. You can ask questions. You can interact with your customers, or they can be videos. But it's just a great way to show your customers what's going on a day-to-day basis. I also recommend you post to the feed 5 times per week. Make sure it's all visual content. Understand Instagram is an absolutely visual platform. Again, I do recommend running ads. Understand that these ads are run through the Facebook ads platform as well. So when you go to run ads, you can actually run them on Facebook and Instagram at the same time because Facebook owns Instagram. And then use hashtags. And that's where this comes up. What on earth is a hashtag? We're going to be talking about hashtags in a couple different social media platforms today. So I want to make sure you understand exactly what a hashtag is. A hashtag is a search tool. It allows people to look for things that have that hashtag. So for example, I live in Missoula, Montana. So a lot of local businesses will use the hashtag Missoula. So if I'm looking for things in Missoula, that's what's going to come up. Keys to hashtags are use phrases to be found by your ideal clients, things that they're going to be looking for. You can also use branded hashtags, and more than anything, understand that this is a search tool. So don't use nonsense hashtags. If I use the hashtag, I'm recording a video about social media marketing today, I guarantee you nobody's searching for that. So it's absolute waste of time to use nonsense hashtags. Number 3, YouTube. So YouTube is one of those platforms that it can be business to business and business to computer or business to consumer. And it really is all ages. Everybody is on YouTube. So the important thing about deciding whether or not you should use YouTube is based on the strategies. YouTube is used to inform or educate people. How-to content is huge, or entertain people. So if you have videos that can inform or educate your customers or entertain people, YouTube's probably a great place for you. But if you don't, then it may not be the best place. Utilize built-in keywords to be found. You're able to put keywords in YouTube when you post a video. Make sure that you're putting in keywords that you want to be found. And then make sure that you put a link in your description if you're wanting to take them somewhere else. Number 3 is LinkedIn. LinkedIn happens to be one of my favorite platforms. I've been big on LinkedIn for a while, and I know it's gone through a couple of different ups and downs and ebbs and flows as far as people using it, but the one thing I can say is it's really strong right now. So who are we talking about? This is a business to business only social media platform. The people on there are professionals, and it's a combination of both men and women. But the biggest thing to understand is this is a platform that is business to business only. This is a networking platform, if you will, for businesses. And it's not just a recruiting site anymore. That's probably one of the first things I get is I thought LinkedIn was a recruiting site. It's not just a recruiting site anymore. So how do you use LinkedIn? You need to connect with the right people. Don't just send out connection requests to anybody. Connect with people that are your target market or are good referral partners for you. Build relationships with people. Again, you guys, this is social media. Don't just say, hey, buy from me, right? And we'll get into that in a minute, but build relationships by messaging people. Establish yourself as an expert by creating articles. And again, use hashtags. Hashtags are really important in LinkedIn as well. We do have a more in-depth video about LinkedIn strategies and exactly how to do that step by step. Okay, number 4 is Twitter. Twitter is mostly a business to consumer platform. There is some business to business that happens, but it's mostly businesses talking to consumers. And Twitter, active users tend to skew a little bit younger. About 18 to 29 is the most active users on Twitter. So how do we use Twitter? First, engage in conversation. You need to interact. That is really important. I suggest you use humor. Give your brand or you as a person or whoever it is a little bit of show the fun side as well. Use creative visuals, and again, use hashtags. You're probably hearing me say that over and over and over again, but hashtags really are important for you to be able to get found on these social media platforms. Moving on to Pinterest. Pinterest is heavily business to consumer as well. Although I am seeing some people that are in the business to business field using it effectively, it's heavily business to consumer. And it's mostly women. The platform is comprised of more than 70% of female users. So remember, when you're using Pinterest, you need to be appealing to a female audience. Okay, so what do? We create how-to content. We create visual content, use keywords, use hashtags, and pin frequently. One thing that I suggest is that you can create different pins that are linking back to the same content. Just take a couple different quotes out of it and just make them look a little bit different. But you need to pin frequently in order for Pinterest. Okay, are you ready to have a little bit of fun? Now, I know these next 2 aren't included in the big 6. They haven't been around as long, but they are becoming essential, and especially if you want to reach a younger audience. So let's take a look at Snapchat. Snapchat is heavily business to consumer. This is not a place where business to business brands are out there very much. It's definitely younger, right? The average age is 18 to 30 are the active Snapchat users. So how do we use Snapchat? First thing is use humor. This is have fun. These are platforms that you get to show the fun side of your business and not just the serious side. Tell a story. Use filters in there or even create your own business filter. Use emojis and run ads. Snapchat has a decent ads platform that has come a long way in the last couple of years, and a lot of businesses are getting some great results running ads, especially, as I said, if they have that younger demographic. And TikTok, our newest addition to the list, right? TikTok, again, is very, very business to consumer, and it skews very young as well. 15 to 25 is the majority of TikTok users. Now, what I would say is it's a fun platform and you need to be posting often. It's recommended that you post at least 3 to 5 times per day. Now, you don't have to dance. That's the good news for some of us, right? But you can post on information, but make sure it's the fun side of things. Make sure it's showing people how you can interact with them on a personal level. Follow current trends, use hashtags, post valuable content, but make sure you're posting the silly stuff too, and then collaborate or duet with other people. Now, I know that was a lot of platforms, and we're talking about 8 different ones. Again, think about the top 1 or 2 that are best for your business, but before you really dive head first, you have to remember what's your follow-up. Again, this is our staircase, right? And if you didn't watch the intro to staircase marketing video, go back and watch it, because it really is the foundation for everything we're talking about. But social media is a great way to introduce yourself to people and start building a relationship. You get to see them, you get to put content in front of people multiple times. They get to have more information about your brand. So, but make sure you're always figuring out how you get their information, get them on your list, and understanding what your follow-up is. Don't just post on social media without trying to take them to the next step. And finally, be consistent. The biggest problem I think most small businesses have with social media is consistency. So as I said, start with 1 or 2, the ones where your target market hangs out, where they are, and get really consistent with posting on those platforms, because it's not enough to just post once in a while. You really need to have a consistent strategy. And then make sure you're measuring things. Which posts are doing best? What time of day should you be posting? And make sure that you follow up.